Okay, let's get started. Today I'm going to be working on this stack of colors here. So what we want to be able to do is have like some button here that when you click it, it saves the current color and pushes it onto this back here. You can save like up to, I haven't thought about it, but for now let's just assume you can save 5 colors. Possibly we could add like a scrolling functionality to this, but I don't know, 5 colors seems like pretty good. Um, or alternatively, we could probably fit like another thing here and like shrink this a little bit. Um, but first, actually, what I want to do is if you just see here, I'm going to draw it in a second, but this, the bounding box for this like HSV, like the RV, the mode switcher thing here is like way too big. We'll go and draw that quickly. So that's in do status bar. So yeah, we'll go down to the bottom here where we have the mode rectangle. So what we're gonna do here is this mode rectangle. So draw rectangle rounded lines EX. And it's gonna take the mode R dot RR, and it's gonna take the roundness and the segments and the line thickness and the color. And there, as we can see, this bounding box here, maybe I should make that thicker, and maybe red or some other color that's more easily to see. So this bounding box is like way too big. I have no idea why it ended up this big. What we want to do is possibly where we made the cut, just make it smaller. Yeah, here we go. So that's the hex, sorry. Where's the mode rectangle? Up here. So yeah. Yeah, that doesn't need to be like so big. It can be like this, maybe even like 0.85 is like the more appropriate size for that. And then like 0.8 for the height as well, maybe. Oops, need a semicolon. But that's gonna suck it up like that, which I don't really want. To do that first, we need to do a position dot y plus equals times 0.1. That'll keep it like nice and aligned. Even that might probably okay. Maybe we can make it like a little smaller even. We do like 0.12, which would be 0.76. Yeah, even more like this, which would be, yeah, something like that's probably much better. You have to actually mouse over this now to click it. You can't just mouse like right next to it. Yeah, like these ones. This one's like pretty good, right? Same with like these. So there's still like a question on whether or not like you have maybe it's better if you have to move the mouse to the triangle. That'd be like a little weird. So the reason why is like you can click here to jump. So should be like some indication in the GUI that that can just happen. So I don't know. The way this is like right now is kind of okay. So let's get rid of this draw rectangles rounded thing. Don't need that anymore, so that's better. Now, possibly we want to shift this over so it's lined up with this, which is all like right aligned along this edge. I thought this size was just set up correctly for that, but maybe it's not. Also, this is like kind of well, whatever. No, so the upper. No, this is all correct. Yeah, that's all correct. So how was I drawing these ones? So right. So we shifted the size down, but then we're still just drawing. AC here. Yeah. Trying to shift it over. It wasn't like in the right position to begin with, so well, you don't want it like too close to the edge either, though. Maybe we'll just leave it there for now. We'll think about that after. So, how are we going to display? What do we want to display here? Or like push? Like just an up arrow, or a triangle. I guess you could draw like a triangle. What kind of like triangle functions does Raylib have? There's like some other like you could do like there's like crazier things you can just do with the what does this draw like polygon function do? Huh. Ellipse. Well, these could be like ellipse rather than rounded rectangle. No, I don't like that actually. It sounds like kind of gross. Draw spline segment. I don't really know what that's about. Let's try this. I just want to see what this draw polygons thing does. So that would be this one. We'll just leave that one there for now, and we'll do the center. It's annoying. So the center is just r.position.x plus it's a vector, sorry. So yeah. V2 center equals r.position. Maybe we'll do it this way. Dot x equals r.position.x plus 0.5 times r.size.w. And then dot y is the same thing, but for the height. Then we'll do center dot r vector. I'll go 4 sides, so 5 sides maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's got like sides and radius and rotation. So like radius of 2 maybe, and then rotation of 0, just red for now. Okay. I don't know why that's rotated, but it is. That's interesting. I don't know if we want to like use that really. I don't think there's any like polygon is just weird, to be honest. Probably just want like a triangle for pushing as well. So I could type. Let's try the triangle. Let's do a triangle. Um, so the triangle, oops, draw a triangle. Just needs some, all the vertices in the color. So that's the center. So this would actually be T top. And it's gonna be this, and then instead of going like fully to the center, probably like 0.1, perhaps. And then yeah. Bottom left and bottom right. Then for this one, we're gonna want to move down like more like 0.8 or so and 0.8. And then the positions should be like maybe not like that much. And to make sure like this order is just correct. So like I did like which one is this? Need to go down here and comment out this half type nonsense and this one as well. So let's make sure that's still going good. And then we'll comment out this one. So that's the top one. So we need to do this way. Yeah. So top. This could still be told left and right. That's fine. Yeah. So that is kind of too wide. Oops, not that one. Possibly something like that, and then it's gonna be like the same thing where probably we want to use like this Probably we want to keep this like rectangle around and just make sure it's the right size for the like maybe shrink it a little bit more from this. And then use that for collision detection. That'll be this one. r.size.h.width and r.position.x. This one's going to be equal to need to like shift it over, so plus equals I have to try, I don't know. Oops, that's not right. 0.9. Oh, but I was using that for this triangle. Oops. I don't want to do this until... Let's draw that after, that's fine. Besides the fact that the Y position is wrong. Okay, so like that, and then maybe smaller, and this could also just be rectangle lines, just because we're just trying to see the bounding box, not some fancy thing here. Rectangle line thickness color. So yeah, still like too big probably. Probably something like that is gonna be fine. If I had to guess. So then we can do like the collision detection here. Let's mark this and go do status bar up here where we do some collision detection. This is the sliders. It's down below. Oops. Also, why is this here? No idea. That's like a really dumb place for that to be. Where did we check the mode collision? We got mode collides. So check collision mouse mode, which means we need the mouse. Also, let's move this to do stack, do color stack. It's gonna need DT for sure, and it's gonna need a rectangle region to draw the color stack in, and gonna need the color picker context. let's move this. And then probably like, well, I'll look at that in a second here. And then down here we need to do context are there's some stuff here that's gonna need to get fixed. Oh, I see what was going on here. Yeah, but like this scaling stuff doesn't have to happen before that. So this is actually the stack area. So we can actually copy the rest of that code. Oops. No, don't need two of those. So, let's see, is compile now? Yeah, we need to add the mouse. We need to pass the SA here. Mark that and go up to here and grab the mouse. I do wonder if it's because all of these functions just need the mouse. I don't know. We want to keep calling get mouse every time. It's kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb to do that, but do color stack. And then, yeah, so go next. This is the rect, the R. That's not used, so grab this. We have to do this like before we draw the triangles. But yeah, so let's just move that up actually. Which means I need to fix this code, but that's okay. Probably bigger. Like these ones are like 1.5. Maybe 1.5 is like too big for that. But we'll see. I need to fix this move towards function. It's kind of dumb right now, but I'll deal with that in a second. But scale can't really be in this scope, so I don't know why I did that. Okay, so push collides, and then let me see here. So to scale the bar up, scale the triangle up, what we need to do. So what was this? What's this line doing, first of all? This line is just skipping, I see. We're like resetting this to like position.y equals minus r size.h. What? Oh, right. We're setting it to the bottom here. That's okay. We need to like scale this down though first. So we shouldn't use these probably we should just take the center and define. Well, no, this triangle should be defined relative to its like bounding box. So I'll just have to fix this. Yeah. First of all, let's just comment out this code. Okay, and then just want the height and stuff is still probably fine. I just want it like a little bit fatter. So we can go back to like these numbers from before maybe. Yeah. And then, okay, now if we uncomment this, and then this time probably we're just gonna multiply all of this by the scale. Okay, that's good. And then if we go here, so, okay, that's right. So actually, we do need to define this in terms of the center, if we want to just do that. So, yeah, we're going to use the center position instead for this one. So v2 center equals this. Oops. We need this part. And that's going to be this part plus 0.5 times our size dot height. Okay, so that's the center, and then we want this v dot x is equal to the center dot x plus Oh, right. I think actually that was just the problem. I shouldn't have been. No, we do need this. Center.x. This should be center.y plus the scale part. That's fine. You just compile that and just check. So the top is. Why is that staying in place? Maybe two pluses there for one. Let's get rid of the scaling on the rest of this for now. Ah, yeah, that's the wrong direction. It needs to be like more than that. And the scaling should be more as well, but first we need to just make sure this is like an appropriate height without the scaling. Maybe something like that is good. The scaling needs to be like more. So we'll go like this maybe. Yeah, something like that will maybe be better. Or even like 1.5 or like the whole way. Yeah. Okay, so that's good for that part. For this one. For this one, still needs to be defined in terms of the center. So minus this possibly. What did I use here? Like 0.3. Yes, that would make sense. And then this one should be center.y. This one needs to be plus. Yeah, so that's looking a little better. And then we could probably get rid of this white rectangle just altogether for now. This is like kind of hard to read. For all of these, to be honest. Need to remember to use the F key more in this. Like F key is like go forward until the first instance of whatever character you just press. So like F comma or B, not B. There's like a reverse of F. I don't remember what it is right now, but yeah, F comma is very useful. Okay. So same thing with these ones. I think this should just be the same thing but mirrored. Not the Y part, just the X part. I almost feel like the X and Y, like the bottom corners shouldn't actually scale, and just the top one should just go. Or like the X and the bottom corner should like scale less than the top maybe. Um, it's like if we make the top like I don't want to do that. Um, maybe just like leave the Y's for the bottom ones. Hmm. So we want to like make it look that it's like pushing up. Um, yeah, so how do I want to do that one? I just want to make it look like it's pushing upwards. You can do that by just scaling this, but maybe 2.0 and then do something like this. Um, let me think. So we don't want that to be the same thing. Let's just do this. Possibly. It's getting like really long, but oops, scale height. And then this one would be scale height delta. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of doing like a weird thing because because the distance is different for that one. It's kind of like a jello. Hmm. Don't really like that either. If like the whole thing just like moved up, when you're hovering instead of scaling. Like it scales and like moves up a little bit. That might look interesting. So let's go to the scale first for now. Um, uh, it shouldn't really be that. It needs to be like relative to something here. Possibly like 0.5 the height. Uh, sorry. Call this one Y shift. Okay, so try this. Except that it should be like minus, not plus. Oh, oops. Yeah, Y shift needs to actually do something, which is gonna be shift the center. Bye bye. Um, that's because the stupid move towards function's broken. Because I did a stupid. Let's fix that. Yeah, I don't know what's even going on here. Just don't even ask. This whole thing was just a disaster. Um, so current target, um, remaining. I don't even. I don't need that at all. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah. So if absolute remaining less than delta, then return target. Otherwise, we return current plus target, current plus delta. Now it's gonna go the other way. Oh no. Uh, But oh yeah, because the delta should be the delta is just this, what? Target minus what's wrong here? Well, I guess like yeah, this should like technically compare the absolute value of those two. um, yeah. That is still a problem. Bye bye. Um, what is going on with my math here with this move towards function? Well, to be honest, this whole move towards I don't like this function at all. It should be like kind of just like to replace this function altogether with something more intelligent. So let's do smooth stab. And for now, it will just be the linear smooth step, and it's going to take current, target, origin, dt, scale. So, um, so basically, we're just gonna simplify all that other code that was mixed together with this one. Or sort of every other place where I was just calling move towards had like this code before it, and it there's like no reason why it couldn't have just all been in this function instead. Um, and the reason is because you can actually change this out for like a smarter algorithm afterwards as well. Um, so really, yeah, that's fine. So we got our step, and then we say if, oops, so if step, let me see here. Do we need to like make sure these are absolute? I don't think you do. So if the absolute of remaining is less than the step could also just be negative. So this should also be just absolute. Um, so if this, yeah, current plus step. This should just work. So if this gets passed in negative values for anything, is this gonna go weird? It shouldn't. So like the origin, yeah, like nothing weird should happen here, right? So if the step, so like the step could just be negative, which is fine. If the step is negative, then so would be remaining. But I think that's fine. Well, let's just fix everywhere we call this. Move towards. Scale now equals smooth stab. Scale. Current target. Would just be this still good scale. Then current target original. In this case, it's just 1. And then dt and 8. Same thing here. So smooth step, scale hex, scale hex. This dt8 and origin is 1 for this one as well. Smooth step. Current target original origin rather dt and 8. Zero dt8. Oops. Um, so now it's just not going down. Let me just think here. So when we come back in here later on, when we're supposed to be shrinking down, the current would be the maximum scale. target should be less. The target and the origin should be the same actually, which would then make this step 0. Which would make the remaining, so the remaining, there would be still remaining, but the step would be 0. So this would always just be false. So we'd always do this, but that's just the same as returning current. Which means what? That means that this function is not correct. That's like more of a logic error though in the other function, I think, in the callers, maybe. If the so if the target and the origin, like, as long as the current is not equal to the target, or as long as the current's not equal to the target, it shouldn't matter the target and origin are the same. So, what that means is that let's not worry too much about this for now. So, if what happened there? So that else bye bye. Zoom in. Okay, so let's say that's correct, and then that'll give us a step, and then the remaining distance is always going to be target minus current. This thing is just weird. This is not like correct. So if we need to use like the sign, I think, of the value. So if excuse me, if current we need like the steps to match though, right? So like if no, that doesn't make any sense. It should be like if the current is if the current's like between the origin and the target. I have like a between macro. No. return x greater than equal to a, and then x less than equal to a b. This like relies on the origin and target being like ordered a specific way though. Right? Yeah. Am I like just having a dumb like with my math lately? Just forget how to do move towards. Um let's not do this weird nonsense. Uh I am like seriously having a troubles here. I don't think I need that, but we'll delete that in a second. Um, right, so move towards. Why can I not like why is like my brain just like completely overcomplicating this function? Um, yeah, so also I don't know why there's a scale here. The scale could just be needs to be done at the calling site if you want to scale your DT. Um, yeah, this like needs to be calculated before the target and the origin are the same. So what I had before was like better in a sense, but uh, why? So okay, let me just undo a bunch of this work for now and fix my nonsense. What? Okay, this is still wrong. Yeah, so I don't even know what this is doing here, to be honest. Problem is like when the if the target's just negative and the current is positive. So if the target is negative, the magnitude of the remaining is negative, but the magnitude of the delta um yeah, right. So where the scale delta is just calculated every time. Right. Why would that not work if it was negative though? It's just like this weird thing that's going on, I think. Um, First of all, it's like the sign of the remaining. Second of all, yeah. So I think that's fine. Move towards. Let me just see here. So this Y shift is where I'm doing something weird. Be like that. And then this needs to get added to here. Yeah. I'm just dumb. Okay. Um, that's like too much. I don't know. I still feel like the height just going up instead makes more sense rather than the whole thing just moving. Um, but like the corner's not going are like really weird, so I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't like rabble on that for now, and I should just leave that and just actually implement that part. Um, which shouldn't take too. It shouldn't be too difficult. So we're gonna open the util here. And we're not using this for now, so let's delete that. And then we're gonna do in here. We're gonna do stack colors. And for now we have 5. We're gonna make it like this is gonna like be a little wasteful. Actually, yeah, this is gonna be a little wasteful. That's okay. It's gonna be like the ring buffer. And yeah. Do we even need this read index? So we're gonna read backwards. So you're gonna say like, you're gonna push some stuff up to the stack, and then it's going to, when we go to read, we're just gonna read all of them. Oh no, so to make this into like a stack, we need to read we don't need a read index. We need to read backwards from the right index, but we don't need like a read index. So that's kind of crappy, I think, to have this here, but anyways, we will look at that struct size later. And like right index doesn't make sense. So what I should have done here is done like struct. What I should do rather, color stack. It's gonna have a v4 items, and it's gonna have a u32 right IDEX. So we're gonna do that. Let's do that, and then yeah. So let's do this, and let's rebuild, and then we have to close. Well, it crashed for me because I rebuilt it, and then the layout of the struct was all screwed up, so that's fine. So now we're gonna go back to the color picker, and in the do color stack, what we're gonna do is here we are just gonna display all of the colors. So well, right now there's a problem where they're all just gonna be, yeah. So let me see if the alpha. Oh no, we could always just draw the border, I guess. Yeah. So just draw a rectangle rounded EX. And this is gonna be color from normalized. And it's gonna be put this on a new line. It's kind of color stack dot items I dot RV. Just draw, yeah, that's right. So just draw a rectangle rounded. Roundness, segments. Yeah, there's none of that. Nothing there. That's okay. So yeah, so right now they all have alpha of 0, so that's why it's just looking like nothingness. Probably would have been smart to set the alpha in main, but that's okay. And then here we're gonna do black. We're gonna do fade black 0.5. Oops, it's just fade. And then down here, so if push collides and mouse button, we're going to push something into the right index. If we're going to draw the triangle first, if push collides and mouse button pressed, push collides. I should have marked that one. Okay, so if this context to colors stack dot items at context colors stack dot right index plus plus is gonna equal context to color. And then if this no, we need to like shift these so first of all we'll just get this working, but we need to shift the colors around. I'll show why in a second. If this is equal to array, don't think I have that utility function yet, do I? Rare, very rare. Array count. Size of A over size of A. This will just equal 0. Color stack. Yeah. What did I do? So first of all, well, this is all fine. I think my Lua thing is just messed up. I broke the plugin. Yeah. Okay. So push, not quite. It's not is button pressed. And that's pushing the RGB. That's pushing what exactly? Good question. What exactly is that pushing? Um, I should check what the thickness of this one is as well. Um, it's pushing the right color. It's just yeah, it's pushing the right color. It's just I'm displaying it wrong. So we need to actually do this properly. If context to mode equals HSV, it's like if I switch this back to RGB and then I set this to some random color, it should be, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Um, we need to convert the color, and also I'd like this to be read the opposite way anyways. So, um, it should be, so first of all, it should be the right IDEX. It should be right IDEX minus I minus 1. But it needs to be wrapped around. So it should be, first of all, if context to color stack dot right IDEX is minus 1 is greater than I, color equals minus I minus 1 minus I. Should be greater than or equal to I. Else so let's say this starts out at 4. The right IDEX is always valid, the way I just clamped it. So yeah. So that means that this is not, the minus 1 part is not necessary. Let me see. So if it's 4 and I is now 4, you get 0. We read the 0, 1. I think this is correct. Yeah. And then this other one here should be else color equals. So now I is greater than or equal to the right IDEX, which means we need to subtract the, we need to just flip this operation. color. And here we just do a change in this color dot RV. So this would mean that we have to convert, when we switch the mode, we have to convert in this case, I think it's better just to store, just to always store an RGB value and never do this in the stack. Let's just assume that it's always going to be storing RGB in the stack thing. So if context to mode equals CPM HSV v4 color equals this, color equals HSV to RGB. Okay, so we can do that, and then so we're gonna push the color in RGB always. And then we're going to, here, this should be fine. Yeah. So do this. And then let's do some completely different color, like red. Why is it going to 2 places? Okay, so we got that. Let's go to light green. Yeah, why is it going to 2 places? It's not going to 2 places. It's this like thing right here that's making it show up in 2 places. Basically, like the right IDEX -1 should be the bottom position, and then the yeah yeah, that would be right. So the right IDEX -1 is the bottom position, and then which means that this loop should be since we're like advancing this. Yeah, so the right IDEX -1 is the, or is it just, no, sorry. Yeah, the right IDEX -1 is the bottom position. So let's just put a comment here so I remember what I'm doing. Hello? Okay. So we have a stack. And this stack is going to be 5 long. This is going to be right IDEX -1. Right IDEX -2. Right IDEX -3. Right IDEX -4. And right IDEX -5. But with that said, we need to make sure that the right IDEX wraps around. So if we just add 5 to the right IDEX and then subtract I think that works. Right IDEX +5 minus I -1. So when I is 0, um, yeah, so when I is 0, we get this top one, which would be right end IDEX minus 5. It's just plus I, right? It's just right IDEX minus 5 plus I. Except like if the right IDEX wraps, so if right IDEX minus 5 is less than 0, so if right IDEX minus 5 is less than 0, it needs to be, you need to add, you need to add an additional 5 to it. You need to add 5 to it, rather. Yeah. Then, um, then color equals right IDEX. Why am I using a stupid? That's fine. I should probably change that from a U32 to a I32. Actually, this won't even matter for the program running, so let's do that. That won't break anything because, yeah. And this should be array count of this. Oops. What happened there? So wait, I need to like step through that. Let's push some random other colors in. Yeah, I need to step through that one. What is going on there? So, um, where are we? This is not the right source file. Where is this? Do color stack. Put a breakpoint here. Right. Why are you? Uh, Load shared object files for files matching regex. Well, they weren't already loaded for that, but good. So we're going to continue. Hello. Okay, we will restart the program then. It's fine. Push one, push, 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 push. Go here. Okay. So, let me see. It's still not in the correct place. Why is it like in the wrong place? Please go there. Yes. So context, color stack has some random values in it, which is good. And then, so let's see. So we step into here. The right IDEX is currently 0, which means that's -5. So we do in that case, we actually want this to be the last one. So it should be 4. Yeah, so I think we just need like a -1 there. And then yeah, that can get moved. Outside of the loop. Yeah. Did I even build that? I don't think I did. Ah, yeah. So I need to wait, what's the why is that broken? So where are we here? Right IDEX is 1, is a 0. We go 0 -1. It's -1. -5 is -6. Yeah, that of course that's gonna. What's CIDEX? CIDEX should be in here too. Yeah, so it's -6, and then -6 plus 5 is wrong. Though it's a little weird that would say fault it because the thing before it in memory's correct. Anyways, yeah, so in that case, it's supposed to be reading the 5th element, which is should be. I think it should just be plus twice the array count. Um, yeah. not plus 5. It should be like plus 2 times the array count. Then I is going to go up. The I part needs to come into the calculation for the bounds. Not just the CIDEX part, so it should be like plus 10. No, it shouldn't. So if it's minus 6 and I is 1, that's still gonna go past the boundary. This should be like minus 5, and then it should be array count. Yeah, it should be this access should be like this. Oops. So it should be array count. I need to stop streaming soon. Let me just think here. Array count minus I don't know why my like array coding today is my array access thing is so bad lately. Yeah, so it should be array count minus CIDEX. So if it's 5, that would be 5 minus I, which is where the minus 1 came from. So it should be 4, and then the next loop will come along, and it will still be less than, but it will be 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that seems more correct. There shouldn't be any segmentation. Okay, here, right. This should just be. So what's I? I is 0. Hold on, that's not right. Yeah, that's not even right. What? Hello? So it goes up to -1. No, it goes up to -2. And then, so, okay. So then it would be, so it should be a plus. I don't know why that even worked. Plus CIDEX minus I. So yeah, that is what I meant to type there. Except it's not. Or is this actually where we're at now, where there's an error? No. Why does this like if CIDEX plus I is less than 0? Why am I like having such a dumb right now with this? My brain is just not working. So I just want to count backwards from the right IDEX, basically. Right IDEX minus 1. So let's just do this differently. Okay, so it should just be, get rid of this weird array stack nonsense. So that minus 1, and then when, and we're trying to count backwards here. So we're doing minus I. The right IDEX should be the bottom of the stack. Just give me 1 second. I think I'm just dumb. I think it's just right IDEX minus right IDEX plus I mod mod array count. So if the right IDEX is 0 plus I, that would give you 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, and then you push. So then the right IDEX is 1. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I was doing. Don't even ask. So right IDEX plus I mod the array count. No, there's no crazy math here. What's going on here? No need for like some craziness. Okay, that should be correct now. Besides this, like, what on earth? How is that like completely broken? Meant to type continue, that's okay. Oops. That would explain why that's completely broken. Just get rid of that. That's what I meant. Yes. Thank you. Good. Good. I do know how to make a stack. I'm not dumb. Trust me. Okay, cool. So that is the stack. Now all you can do is push to the stack. And I want to fix this animation. I don't like the animation right now, but all you can do is push things to the stack. And they go up how they're supposed to go up. To restore from the stack, it's actually really simple. We just do, oops, sorry. This should come with me. That should go down there. So to restore from the stack, we do, yeah, in here, if, before we just do this, which could also just be folded up here probably, anyways, so if check collision point rec mouse dot rv r.rr and is mouse button pressed, then if context to mode equals HSV CPM HSV convert context to color equals we'll have to, yeah, we have to regenerate the texture. Okay, context to color equals RGB to HSV. Color and context to flags or equals CPF underscore refill texture. Else we just do this directly. Check collision point rec and this should be equals. Okay, so yellow, purple, pink, green, blue. There we go. Now we have some saved colors. Heck yeah. Color stack. Okay, so I think that is going to be it for me. I'm going to commit this one. Let's take the win. Make sure I didn't do anything particularly stupid in the meantime, which is definitely possible, but actually, before I just do that, let's just make sure that do slider. Where are we actually drawing the slider part? Let's draw rectangle gradient. Where's the part where we did this? Yeah, this. Here, this part. I just want this. Do color stack. So yeah, it's just 0.8. Not that it's like super visible, but if you do like this and then you push like an empty color. By the way, you can restore it and it'll be fine. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. I want to make these in large, but I'll do that after because I need to fix this anyways. So that's fine for now. So let me just check here. Color stack, good. This all looks good to me. I need to do like some amount of code cleanup, I think, at some point here, but for now, looks like there's an extra line that just snuck in there that should get moved. Yeah. Right here. So colorpicker.c util.c git commit implement saved color stack. Saved color stack. Probably we want to do something like with just populating this with some default colors at some point. Maybe we'll do that next time. Yeah. I will push that after. And let me just add the notes here. So we've got that, but we're gonna edit this to move this up here. And we're gonna call this animate saved color covering and set default initialize default saved colors. And then this is more for me. I'm gonna write like a basic readme. Probably tomorrow morning. I'll just do that. Yeah. So good. Cool. So that is all for me. Let us pick some color, push it because we can, and cool. So I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.